Welcome back to another action figure review. In this review, we're going to be taking a look at Jazzware's 1/18 scale Fortnite action figure. This is the X solo mode character, and this is the packaging that it comes in. The packaging is like a very hard clamshell, and it is very nice, so you can hang them on your wall, keep them for over time. They're not going to bend or break as easily as a carded figure would. So for the packaging, let's take a look at that. Top left, we have Epic Games. These are recommended for ages 8 and up. In the background on the top right to the bottom right, we have the nice artwork of the character. Top center, we have the Fortnite logo done in red and white. The bottom, we have a round clamshell showing the figure and his harvesting tool. This figure comes with 28 points of articulation. And the very bottom, we have the solo mode X nameplate. The top, the sides, the bottom there isn't much to see, but on the back you can see the Fortnite logo, and down in white the character's name X crossed out the competition. Then we have the artwork of the figure again. In the center across the middle we have other figures that are currently available with this figure. The bottom half is warnings and legal information. And at the very bottom we have a bunch of logos, and here's a UPC that helps you at all. It's a very nice red, looks very cool, complements the character, and it'd be a nice display piece on your wall if you are a carded collector. So unfortunately we're not going to be a carded collector. We are going to open this up and take a look at the figure. So let's get ready to do that. Alright, he has hacked his way out of his packaging with his harvesting tool, and now he is free for us to take a look at. So it's a very interesting character, very nice shade of red, I do like that, and the white goes along with it very, very well. Let's take a look at that head sculpt. Looks pretty mean. So basically we have a head that's done in red with a white splatter down the top of the face and on the sides, and then with the red X printed across the top. His eyes look fantastic. Definitely see a nice sculpted nose through the mask. It's like somebody dumped white paint over his head and then splattered down onto his shoulders for here and here. He has type of a jacket on. We have some like maybe very dark, it's a borderline of becoming brown, or I was going to say dark maroon or brownish accents throughout the figure. On his arms, just basically red jacket, that very dark brown, or we're just going to call it brown just for this video. He has 2 red stripes on his white gloves on both hands. We have this brown stripes on his thighs, around his knees, and top of his boots there. The back of it. It's very cool. Take a 360 look at him. Just going to take a look at the articulation for this figure. There's no down. We have, doesn't look like we're going to get in 360 because the way his collar is, the chin here at the bottom hits the collar, but you can turn it to the side, and about right there. There's no down either. It's just a pretty straightforward head turn left and right. That's it. For his arms, they are on a ball joint. They rotate 360. We do have soft ratcheting. It's a very stiff figure. I go up about that much. We have rotation here at the elbow. We have a bend at each elbow. See what we get. We're not at 90, but very close. That one kind of looks like 90, but I think it's still off a little bit. The best. Yeah, it looks like this was a little bit off. For his hands, they do rotate 360, and they have the in and out like this. It's hard to see because the joint is painted white, which is very nice because you don't want to have a red joint in the white gloves. It definitely would show out really good. For his chest, we have side to side. There's cool, down and back. Have a little bit of back on him, but more down. This will rotate 360 if you want. Short because of the jacket. It may be a 360 rotation at the waist, but with the jacket on, it's going to be hard to find out. Now, when I first seen this figure, I thought, well, this lower part of the jacket is going to get in the way of the sitting ability of this figure. But this is a hard plastic up here. This is a soft rubber, and because of that, it does not get in the way of the sitting. It manipulates itself to where you can actually see him sit perfectly in vehicles or in chairs. Now for his, he can spin his legs pretty good. And it's the kind of split we get this way. Oh, that's pretty good. He does have thigh rotation on both legs. He has double joint knees. That's good. Then his feet do pivot down, pivot up. He has some side to side. And then of course they rotate 360 all the way around. His feet are very well toleranced on this unit. Yeah, might be different for each figure, the tolerances, but they're very nicely fluent for compared to his arms. Very cool. And his arm, good. His arm does come closer to his sides, which is nice. I like when the arms can come down straight like this. And some figures are all stuck out like that. That's not a good thing. But I'll tell you what, for the value of these figures, for $10, these cost like $9.99, $9.96 Target, Walmart. Of course, they could be more in line if you want to go that route. But ultimately, the manufacturer's suggested retail price, $10. These are really nice figures. These ones, and of course the Halo Infinite Series figures, are $10. For $10, you usually get 5 points of POA. You're getting 28 points of POA on these figures. So there's a comparison. But for $10 figures compared to your $25 premium, the $45 to $50 figures from Toy or Acid Rain, that's a nice alternative if you don't want to buy those premium figures, or if you want to just complement your premium figures with some really cool characters. It also works out really nice also. So let's go ahead and take a look at his harvesting tool. The harvesting tool is a different shade of red. It's more of a dull red. Like a flat red maybe. There's some white here on the head. There's a white stripe down the handle and a little bit of stripes here on the bottom piece. But it looks really cool. Nice pinstriping. Let's see how I hold this harvesting tool. Looks cool. Not sure. It looks better. If we wanted to do it that way, it would make more sense. Or that way. I guess you could use the back of it or the front of it to pick at it. But it looks pretty cool. Not bad. You can hold it with both hands if you desire. I just had a peg on his back for some back bling. overall looks really good. Alright, so I'll be doing a review for X today, and we'll be doing a review for Omega here. So look for those. Both very cool figures. There's a nice comparison there for you. If you guys enjoyed this review, please consider subscribing. I really appreciate it. Please like and share the video. Comment down below if you have any questions or comments. Share your knowledge with the community. Thanks you guys so much for watching, and we'll see you in our next review.